Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mochi's streaming 2 days in a row, going back to his Brisaya schedule? Say it ain't so. Bro, no shot. No shot Mochi's not being lazy. There's no way. I don't believe it. I won't believe it. Hello. It's time for le Higurashi. Let us continue. Last time we left off on this part of Higurashi is fascinating. Oh, nice. Let me make sure. Actually, before we get in too far, make sure my audio's all good. What is my computer audio at? There we go. Wait. No, wait, I don't want that up. There we go. I didn't want that on my screen. Alright, audio's fine. Also, hello, Joaquin. Welcome, welcome. Speaking of welcome. We're already starting off good. Welcome to the world of Higurashi, Chapter 8, Matsu... Oh, okay. Alright. We do a little fourth wall breaking. Matsuri Bayashi. In this world, you will be able to recreate the story from Hanyu's point of view. Interesting. Your objective is to create the June 1983 ideal to you. You'll need to collect many different fragments to make that possible. However, Takano's conviction is very strong. To overturn it, you will need a lot of effort and a lot of fragments. But am I actually playing this time? I'll warn you right now, it'll be a slow, painful process. Yeah, fair enough. Hanyu went through it for over 100 years, and she even had to stop and give in to fate. Defeating Takano's conviction will not be easy. Trial in this world will put you through as much pain as Hanyu had to endure. You may surrender, just like Hanyu did, after being emotionally worn down by the constant repetition of the worlds woven by countless fragments. Okay, game. I don't think you know who you're talking to. I am Mochi. I am Mochi Kumabiti. I am a gamer. Alright? Listen, Hanyu couldn't do it because she wasn't a gamer. Yes, she was a god, but she was no gamer like me. She didn't stand no shot, bro. She never played Mario. She never played Mario Party, bro. No way she could have done it. When you feel like surrendering, you can end this game at any time. No shot, bro. Ain't no way. But if you do, the worlds revolving around your friend's fate will be limited to Onikakushi through Minigoroshi. By forgetting about this world and uninstalling this product, you will finally accept it. Bro, okay. Hold on. Who do they think I am? Chat, who do they think I am? They think I stop at Weenie Hut Juniors or something, bro. No. I am a gamer. I will not be talked down to like this. Wait, what the? What am I looking at right now? There's my number 2 watch streamer. Hey, Golden. Game is. Wait, what? Dude, the Twitch app be wildin'. Ruben, hello. This game is talking down to me. It's trying to roast me. They don't know how much of a gamer I am. They actually just don't know. Just like Rika did. Rika was also not a gamer. Your ideal June 1983 can be created by putting together 50 fragments that are scattered all over this world. Okay. To connect these fragments together, you will need the right ones. Oh, okay. There are 50 of them, which may be dizzying. Wait, okay. do I actually, like, interact or something, or am I still reading? Or are they actually asking me to interact with the game? No, we finally reached the moment where you're given gasp gameplay. So this is a gameplay segment, actually. That's interesting. However, this world isn't that merciless. To ease your pain, there will be a little to help you. Little help for you. When you choose the wrong pieces, your only ally here will give you a sign that it's not yet time to put those fragments together. As long as the sign remains, you won't be able to connect them. You might as well go look for different ones. After you put other fragments together... Gameplay in my Higurashi? Surely you jest. No shot, bro. Ain't no way. After you put the fragments together, you might be able to connect the ones you couldn't put together earlier. When that happens, she'll let you know. Let's put those fragments together. Then you'll be able to join the other ones too. So wait. So they're saying that I'm a character in Higurashi. Since I'm directly influencing the story, of course, you know, technically I'm a character and they're acknowledging me, so... You know, technically Mochi's... They put me in the game, technically. You can't say they didn't. Yeah, it's genius that we aren't given gameplay until now. Simply reading up till now put us directly in Rika's mindset of being powerless to do anything. Well, I mean, it's a visual novel. There's usually not supposed to be gameplay, so I guess that's why it surprises me. When you connect all 50, they'll become one big fragment. The big fragment. There you'll find your ideal June 1983. That's when the long-awaited Matsuri Bayashi will begin. Before you peek at each fragment, why don't you line up all 50 of them first? Most of them require other fragments, so there are only a few you can actually look at. Bro, how many fragments are there? So you're gonna find 50 fragments. Some of those fragments have fragments. Let's try to find those first. To see the conditions for connecting fragments, just point the cursor at them. Before anything else, let's find the ones you can look at without any condition. This will be an extremely long and difficult trial. Okay, game, this is about the 17th time you said, this'll be hard. This'll be hard. You might not be... Dude. I play Pokemon, dude. I'm a gamer. Stop it. Stop talking down to me. You don't know who I am. This will be an extremely long and difficult trial. Let me tell you again, Hanyu challenged this for over 100 years and gave up on it. Okay, dude. Hanyu, the game is like, oh, Hanyu did it, and she couldn't do it. Okay. Did Hanyu ever do a Nuzlocke? No, I don't think so. Bro, she sucks. I'm a gamer. If you believe in miracles in the same way your friends do, even if you don't live in the world where they live, if you believe in them, welcome. Welcome to the world of Higurashi, Chapter 8, Matsuri Bayashi. Huh? Wait, are you... I feel like I've just got deja vu. Okay. In this world, you'll be tested to see if you believe in the world that Rika and the others believed in. I believe in my gamer skills. A miracle only happens when everyone combines their strength. The June 1983 created by Takano is nearly indomitable. Hanyu is a noob, Mochi's a veteran. True. Too true. She's gathered many people whose powers are beyond the average person to her side, her backers being at the center of national authority. Even if 100 dice all rolled ones, there wouldn't be even a chance to defeat her. In other words, a miracle is the only way forward. A miracle happens only when everyone combines their strength. Can't we just get Goku? Can't y'all, like, summon Goku or something? I'm also still at work, so I may not be responsive. Dude, Golden, you're gonna miss all these epic gamer moments. You're gonna miss my true skill. but that's okay. And you are one of them. Did you need to flashback me? Are you ready? Plot twist, Goku is the true antagonist. True. I'm more than ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. The key to a long journey is not to pressure yourself too hard. Well, let's take it at a light pace. No, Golden, I wanted to bully you. Don't worry, there's always a chance to bully Golden. I'll work while drinking my usual wine. Oh, was I supposed to be talking as Rika this whole time? Oh well. Shall we begin? We have all the time in this world. Alright, guys. Who's ready? Oh, brother, this guy stinks! I've obtained new fragments. Oh, let's go! I didn't even do anything! Dude, I'm already better than Hanyu, dude. Are you kidding me? Dude, I'm already better than Hanyu. Dude, I'm such a gamer. Void. That's a, wow. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Oh my. Oh, I'm confused. Oh. C-game, you've confused me. And you promised you wouldn't do that. Bullying Golden? Hell. Wonder why there weren't any tips. Well, I guess it's because it's the last chapter. Also, hello, Ark. Let me give you a shout out real quick. Show us your gamer skills, Mochi. Let's do this. Well, I've got this. Shout out. Oh, these are the tips. So these aren't fragments? Shut up, Ark, dude. Respect your father. They are for. Oh, okay, alright. C103 dose. But they are also. Okay. C01. C103 dose experiment. Satoko Hojo's detailed test result is required. Yosuke Eri's decision is required. So, we pretty much just pick and choose which one to see first in a specific order. Oh, so the order does matter? Like I have to pick the first one correctly? Or can I just do any one I want first? Or does it matter which order I go? No chronological? It is chronological. So I can just start with this one? So I would just start with this one and then go down here. Order in which you have to choose. Okay. From the facts you know from this. Okay. Well, we had fragments down here. This is basically the game finally revealing its cards on what happened, really, from 1979 with the dam murder up until June 1983. Fragment from the Watanagashi chapter is required. The game board must be set up. Oh wow. Oh my god. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Okay, y'all need to listen. We need we need to have confidence. We need to have confidence in me, okay? I'll find it. I'll find it. Stop. No, don't find put me to death. Wait. It says this fragment is required first. Okay. Okay. Choose that one? Okay, yeah. I figured because it says this is required first. So this is like telling you... Okay, so these little things at the bottom is telling you what you need. So like, for example, before I even do this, I would have to do... I need Satoko Hojo's detailed test result, which isn't like a separate one, right? And then I would also need Kyosuke Iri's decision is required. So I need different tips. I think I'm getting it. I think I understand. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a Chad and a freak. Okay, we gotta pay attention. Chat, we have to pay attention, okay?
今日はどういうわけか患者さんが多くてお疲れ様です入江兄さん
Okay. Tomitake stood up suddenly and saluted when he saw Iri come into the room. Takes out notebook.
そのニサというのはどうかやめてください
Okay, this is actually... I like this, honestly. Because it's like a puzzle now. You have to put everything together in the right place. Okay.
私は医者ですどうもその軍隊的な階級には馴染めませんせめて所長でお願いします了解しました入江所長
Tomitake, of course, knew that Iri didn't like to be called Lieutenant Colonel, so it was something of a joke. They laughed casually together. On the other hand, Takano looked rather fed up with it. She couldn't stand hearing the same joke over and over, and was even thinking about talking to Tomitake about it. But she didn't want to hurt his feelings, so she simply never had the chance. Leah, hello, welcome. We're actually playing the game. Also, let me shout you out first. Shout out. Leah. Hudson. Val. Rain. Wait. Haha, I did it, I'm a gamer. Gaff's Takano doesn't want to hurt someone's feelings. But she is fine with shooting them in the head. It's a very important distinction, chat. But she has no problem ripping a child's body open. Leah, how's your break going? Are you having a good time? Because I know that you're taking a stream break. You're getting some time to gather your thoughts back together and all that good stuff. Just having a good time in general is what we're hoping for. Maybe it's because of how Tomitake pronounces it, but she keeps hearing Risa, Lieutenant Colonel in Japanese Nisa. Good time every time. Yeah, trying to work on things I want to get done for kind of re-debut. I see. I'm very excited for that. Once she heard it that way, she kept hearing Iri Risa every time Tomitake said it. When Takano told Iri about it, he had a good laugh. Today was just a simple meet and greet, and tomorrow was the actual meeting. Leah gets one because she's nice, unlike Arcanum underscore VT. Dang. Dang. Arc get roasted. Mitake had already arrived, but there would be more inspectors from Tokyo at the meeting, waiting to hear about the progress that had been made.
それはそうと、ダムのことで村中が盛り上がってるみたいですね。
Remember when Erie called Tomitake recent? Oh, he did, didn't he? Was that in chapter 3? When he just... I get it now. What was that? I feel like that was in a later chapter, wasn't it? Or maybe I'm just remembering wrong. Leah says that Golden doesn't know about her secret plans to take over the world. No, it was in chapter 3. Okay, you probably know more than I do. I'll take your word on it, Joaquin. You're probably right. Okay, so yeah, this is during the dam conflict. Okay.
村中大変な騒ぎですよ。私も役員として自治体の地元説明会に参加してきたのですが、土星と馬星のそれはもう賑やかな説明会となりました。
I will ask you, chat, with the fragment stuff. Since the game is already giving me hints, try not to help me or like point me in which fragments to do, because I kind of get what I'm supposed to do now. So try to give me as like little help as possible. Obviously, if I'm like stuck at a brick wall, then you can help me, but for the most part, I want to try and do this fragment thing by myself. No, you're good, Joaquin. You're good. You're good. I was saying, the reason I was saying that is because I shut up, Art. You were fine before because I was lost. I don't know what the heck I was doing, so that was fine. I just now that I know what I'm doing, I kind of want to do it by myself. You were good, Joaquin. You didn't do anything wrong. You were just trying to help me. Yeah, no problem. The fun is watching you figure it out. Yeah. But I appreciate you, Joaquin, because I did need that first push because I was kind of lost. but I got it now. I got it. After the basic Hinamizawa Dam project was announced, the village was consumed with uproar. The government retracted their plans for concessions rather early on. They made their aggressive stance clear. They didn't want the locals to take advantage of them by showing their willingness to compromise. However, that backfired horribly. As they had historical ties to the land, the government's actions only made their bonds stronger. Neither the government nor the locals wanted to back down.
ひなみ沢の人は気性が激しいですものね。やっぱり鬼の血が流れてるからなのかしら。
笑い事じゃないですよ。
What kind of monster would willingly take away your fun of solving them? I mean Rika, I guess, because Rika is the one giving me hints. If it weren't for Joaquin and Rika, I would still be looking at the stuff, and Rika's like, Psst! Mochi! Read this one first. I'm like, oh, okay.
あの説明会に夜中まで付き合わされた方の身にもなってみてください。
Honestly, Rika, you dumbass. Honestly, I'd still be playing Majora's Mask with that help. Well, yeah, that's because you're just not a gamer, Ark. I only need a little bit of help. Ark is like, I can't move past the first enemy. I can't do anything. The spider is killing me. So chat, how do I swing the sword? Get roasted. Dude, if I play Majora's Mask, I do no damage, no deaths, first try everything. Bet. Comedy returns. Hey, Draftkey. Oh, God.
それはお気の毒でしたね。
Also, Draftkey, we are apparently in the gameplay section of Higurashi. I've got to connect fragments now.
いや、本当に笑い事ではないですよ、富武さん。ダム計画はどうなってるんですか？この村はダム湖に沈められてしまうんですか？
それについては東京の方でも圧力をかけています。
Oh, God.
表向きは騒ぎになっていますが、実際の中ではかなり屋台骨がぐらついているはずです。
Maybe I should put a limit on that. Like a time limit or something.
その圧力が早く効くといいんですがね。村は朝から晩まで賑やかで、村人の心もこのところすさんできたように思います。
No, let us have our fun.
診察に来るお年寄りに捕まってたっぷりと反ダム論争を聞かされる時がありますよ。
The fragment section is probably the best part of this arc. I see. It's very interesting from what I've seen. Why am I being stepped on when Arc wants the dummy mommy step? It's true.
付き合わなければいいのに。入江所長は人がいいから。
I assume these fragments are like about as long as like a subchapter is.
そうもいきません。
Golden really needs to stop projecting. God dang.
私は研究所の所長である以前に診療所の所長でもあります。話を聞くのもケアの一環ですので。
Talking to us loud. Oh, mommy. Hold on. Don't worry about it. Oh, god dang it. Oh my god! Me and Joaquin had the same thought! Oh my god, me and Joaquin had the same thought! Oh! Leah, you don't need to be picking fights with Joaquin. Joaquin will roast you so quick. Joaquin is our local roaster. Whoa, Golden, whoa. Buddy, it's a joke. What? Hold on. Alright.
それはとても良いことです。感服いたします。
私は東京の皆さんがうまく圧力をかけてくれて、いずれはダム計画を撤回してくれるものと分かっているからいいですが、村人にとっては先祖代々から住んできた土地を追い出されかねないと本当にすごい騒ぎです。
Welcome back, Leah.
立ち退けと言われても引っ越せるほどのお金もなく若さもなく、立ち退き保証金の額の釣り上げが狙いだったのかもしれないけど、急にお役所の態度が変わっちゃって全面衝突。
It almost seems weird, Erie being professional. It's weird with Erie, really, Ruben, because it's like he's either just like a good doctor or he's like the most sus individual ever alive. There's no in between with Erie, you know?
こうなってしまったら穏便に決着というのは無理かもしれませんわね。
He's a comedic relief, true. But he kind of, but like, I don't know, I just don't find the sus stuff that funny. I just find it weird. He's a product of his time. Okay, that's fair, that's fair.
かつては保証金に納得して立ち退きに応じようという人たちも少しはいたんですが、御三家の園崎家が強硬意見で村人をリードしてましてね。国との対決姿勢を煽っているようなんです。凱旋者みたいなのがよく騒がしくしてますし、ビラやらチラシやら機関紙やらが回覧板と一緒によく回ってきますよ。
ここに住む人にとっては大変な問題ですからね。気持ちはわからなくもありません。
Is sense of humor executed better in the Go anime sequel? Maybe.
そういう意味では思惑は多少違うかもしれませんが、そんな皆さんのためにもこのダム計画は早く撤回になるよう交渉を進めてほしいものです。
It's still weird, but they do a better job at conveying that his weird remarks are just stuff to lighten the mood. That is a strange way to lighten the mood. It's a very strange way.
撤回されればこの村もすぐに落ち着きのある元の村に戻るでしょうから。
Don't mention Go and Sotsu. They don't exist. Oh man.
もちろん分かってます。それについては東京の方で交渉を進めておりますので、もうしばらく私どもにお任せく
Something
ださ
that's
い。
been common in chat is that a lot of people do not seem to like Go or Sotsu. We don't talk about Go or Sotsu. Even Ark. Even Ark.
東京の方で噂を聞いたんですけれど、 建設省の方になかなかうまく圧力をかけられるコネクションがなくて苦労してるとか？
If I could choose to go back and not watch those two, I would. Oh, Lord.
いやー私ごときでは詳しくは知りませんが、水面下調整がうまくいっていないのではという話も少し聞きます。
Well, I mean, like, were they overseen by Ryukishi? Are they written by Ryukishi, or is it just somebody else's basically fan fiction of it? Is that what the problem is? Takano had powerful people supporting her, but they didn't control all of Japan. Oh, it's overseen, I see. From my understanding is that Ryukishi wrote the basic outline. Okay. Go was okay, but it's incomplete without Sotsu, so I rate them together. Gotcha. There were some things they excelled in, but also other things that they weren't too good at. Finding a way to put pressure onto the Ministry of Construction fell into the latter.
冗談抜きで。ダムができますから、ここを立ち退いてくださいなんて話には本当にならないんですわよね。
I wonder if Ryukishi even wanted to write a sequel to it, honestly. That's what you got, or if he was like pressured into it because somebody was like, "But Higurashi made a lot of money. We need the sequel." Ryukishi was like, "Jesus, man, fine." You can tell Ryukishi had almost nothing to do with it based on how the storyline and character writing went. Oh, okay. Okay, positive time. I think he kinda did.
もちろんです。
The good thing about Higurashi is that it has many different storylines and arcs and stuff. wait, it has arcs and stuff? Dude, that's like your name, Arc? So it has...
それだけは絶対に問題ありません。
Oh god, I'm funny.
時間がかかっているだけですので、皆さんはどうかそこは任せて研究を進めてください。穏便に済ませることができない場合は、最終的な荒領事も辞さないことで意見はまとまっておりますので。
I think the problem is that Higurashi almost tried to connect itself with Umineko way too directly, but his original vision was butchered by the producers he trusted. Gotcha.
荒領事とは何ですか、富武さん。
そこは我々の領分です。
Is this the first time we saw this face from Tomitake? I don't think we've seen this expression on him yet.
入江所長は気にされなくて結構です。どうかお任せください。
そうですか。わかりました。よろしくお願いいたします。
大丈夫ですわよ、入江所長。
Higurashi and Umineko, although being in the When They Cry series, they're both completely separate. The connection is that they share similar themes and concepts. So they're not even in like the same universe or anything. It's just that they have similar concepts.
ダム計画は絶対に撤回されますわ。だってそう決まっているんですもの。
Okay. As Takano giggled, Tomitake laughed too. However, Eri couldn't understand what was so funny, so he felt left out. They both have Okinogi appearing. Well, there are some small links that can be drawn between them, but Ryukishi purposely left it up for debate. From what I know, it is the same universe, but you can see one without the need for the other. But he has a Myro. Yuri only stood the meaning of those drastic measures when he examined a young boy he had never seen in the village before. Okay, so the fragments themselves aren't really too long, are they? That was about as long as, like, a tip, wasn't it? I guess it just depends on the fragment. Okay. First fragment completed, nice. Okay. So we have the fragment for the dam construction operation withdrawal. Let's go back to page 1. We need Satoko Hojo's detailed test results, Kosuke Iri's decision. We need some stuff for that. We need the 3rd year. My father is better. And we need L5. We need the death of Satoko Hojo's aunt. We need Rika's father being marked as an opponent. We need that. The live specimen. Death of Satoshi's aunt. A bat to beat her to death is required. Oh, yeah. Hope your dad's doing better, by the way. Repetitive apologies are required. Satoshi Hojo must not be allowed to visit his sister at the clinic. Satoshi Hojo's sense of responsibility as a big brother is required. And an execution. Research needs to be stagnated. Instructions for the kidnapping. Background. Yosuke Iri's reminiscences required. Oh yeah, because when you fall on your head and stuff, that can kind of mess with how you behave. I hope he gets better well soon. This fragment is required first. There's a prior consent reflections. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that, Joaquin. Even if he is hurting, he doesn't really have a right to say anything nasty to you. So. So there's a couple of these that say they have to be read first. Like this one. Okay. Fragment is required first. This fragment is required first. Conflict. Fragment required first. Strawberry milk candy is required. Red capsule required. Oh, okay. So we've got. I remember seeing the red capsule, and to get the red capsule, you need the 3rd year Oyashiro-sama. Okay. And for these fragments, okay, I think these are like the fragments where you like connect everything, kind of. Okay. This is cool. Okay, this is really cool, actually. Which one do we do first? I remember seeing something about needing the reminiscence of Iri, so let's do this. Yosuke Iri. Group physical exams are very meaningful for our research. Although it's only for certain age groups, we can examine many of the Hinamizawa residents at the same time. It's a perfect cover for our research center. Also, because of several arrangements, we have a monopoly on the villagers' corpses, and can perform autopsies on them too. There certainly wasn't an environment this rich in opportunity for those in the medical field. Our follow-up on the work of the late Dr. Takano is going smoothly. The amount of data he compiled is absolutely astounding. He truly was an incredible researcher.
失礼します、所長。
ああ、高野さん。お疲れ様です。
先ほど東京から残りの検査結果が郵送されてきました。
Are you sure you want to do that, Ruben? I don't know. I don't know if that'd be a particularly good idea. You know what I mean?
.こちらに置きますわね。
Nope, I'm good. I'm good on that L5, bro.
ありがとうございます。いよいよ面白くなってきましたね。
I mean, the visual look of Hinamizawa's from... Yeah, I know what you meant.
この面白さを共有できてとても嬉しいですわ。
Takano-san is my assistant who was sent from the self-defense force. But she's far from the image I have of an SDF officer. Just like our research is being concealed. Maybe her identity is concealed too. I'm sure her name is an alias as well. I'm just a doctor and a researcher. Without Takano-san's support, it would be impossible for me to manage this institution. She's a pipeline to her clients in Tokyo, my assistant, as well as a researcher who is an expert on Hinamizawa syndrome. Her existence is absolutely necessary here. The more I think about it, the more I feel this should have been the Takano Institute rather than the Erie Institute, and she should have been the director. Off what I saw from a vlog tour of the place, it seems they sell some cool Higurashi merch. Okay. Did you know there are Higurashi statues of the characters in the actual Shirakawa Go? Oh, wow! I did not. That must... that has to feel very good for Ryukishi. Very humbling. It's like... Because Higurashi is basically his baby. That's like one of his first projects. But that was explained to me when they asked me to take this position. My client wanted a civilian to manage this place. They searched for a person who met their requirements, and there I was. I became the director. I have a feeling I'm just a puppet on their strings. But I won't just sit here and do nothing. I was asked to research a rare disease. I am a researcher. So of course, I'm excited about that. My client's goals might be different, but I'm here out of the desire to unravel the mysteries of Hinamizawa syndrome, and be the first person to uncover a new mystery for mankind. I'm good. I'll probably just find that by myself on my own time. Thank you, though.
ひなみざわ症候群という寄生虫感染症がほぼ間違いなく存在するという浮かし彫りの情報はいくらでも集まるのに、原因となる病原体が発見できないのはとても悔しいですね。
そうですわね。電子顕微鏡を使えば あっさりと見つかるだろうという期待も少しはしていたもので。
Viruses are too small to see with a regular microscope. So the invention of the electron microscope was a dramatic advancement in the world of medicine. However, it's very expensive and there's no way for a normal doctor to acquire one. The late Dr. Takano said an electron microscope could find the cause of the disease, but it seems his theory has been proven wrong. Even Takano-san was hoping an electric microscope would find it. She was disappointed when she didn't uncover anything after all the autopsies she performed. The Reina statue is literally the definition of Uncanny Valley. Oh no. Oh no. Think your life's work is proudly presented by me. Yeah, I'd be a little ecstatic about that, honestly. Or just I'd have my mind blown. I don't think I would believe it, actually. Our research seems to be having its first snag. It has actually stalled our work for several weeks now. We need to think about where to go from here.
となると極小の極小なのか、あるいは検体そのものに問題があるのかもしれません。
と申しますと、
Either smaller than microscopic, or maybe there is something wrong with the specimen itself.
例えばですが、野生のネズミの体に多数のノミが寄生していることはご存知と思います。ですが、ネズミの死体を調べたところでノミを見つけることはできません。宿主が死んだ時点で寄生虫であるノミの生活基盤も崩壊するからです。
宿主が死ねば寄生虫にとってそれは地球が滅んでしまうのと同じこと。
The parasites are that small and undetectable. It seems so. Or this could just be a theory.
そうです。滅びた後の地球を調べても人類を見つけることができないのと同じです。
ということは、滅ぶ前の地球を調べればよいという話になりますわね。
Huh?
そうですね。ただ、滅ぶ前の地球には人権があります。生きているうちに調べることは難しいでしょう。
Examining a living human's brain. No matter how you sugarcoated it, that bore very grave meaning. From a medical standpoint, it's necessary. But we have rules and morals in this world. And we have to advance medicine within such boundaries. There was a time when I was studying lobotomies for the betterment of mankind. I don't think I was wrong. However, could I ever be forgiven under our ideas of ethics? I don't know. One day my judgment will be handed down by the devil. Whether I'm guilty or not. I have to accept it. As I reflected upon my past, I heard a voice. It was Takano-san's. It was very clear and simple, yet it struck me with surprise. We are inside Erie's head, our favorite character. I don't want to be inside Erie's head.
わかりました。滅ぶ前の地球を用意させましょう。
え？
I'm startled. Erie arc when Leah running from Erie's head. I don't want to be here. Sometimes the phrase advancing medicine bore the whisper of the devil, tempting us to accept sacrifices. I heard that devil whisper. Erie turning L5 Arcwin. I don't want Erie's name next to mine.
そんなに難しいことではありませんわ。ひなみ沢の住民ですでに重篤の状態で市内病院に入院しており、いつ死んでもおかしくない患者を探させるだけですもの。
Maybe they're talking about Satoko, because they mentioned that Satoko was already at, like, a very high level of Hinamizawa syndrome. So technically, if she's like L5, she would already be, like, on the verge of death.
しかし、いくら余命いくばくとはいえ、
Higurashi
自らの体を
chapter.
生きているうちに検体に差し出される勇気のある方がいらっしゃるでしょうか。
そんな必要はありませんわ。
Don't worry about it.
いずれ亡くなる方にほんの少し早くお休みいただくというだけの話ですわ。
God dang it. Talking about.
書類上ね。
The patient would be legally declared dead even though they're still alive. And we'd perform an autopsy while they're still alive.
無理でしょう。
It's interesting to get into Erie's character a bit here.
第一、頭蓋を切開するような大手術となれば絶対に痕跡は残ります。遺体を遺族の方が見られたら不審に。
そういうところを何とかできるのが私どもではありませんの。山犬に至急条件を満たす患者が存在しないか市内病院を調べさせます。
All you have to do is wait with a knife and fork in your hands. What the fuck, dude? What the... Talking about... You can't just...
すぐに研究対象をお連れいたしますから。
Oh my god.
わかりました。
You just agree with... Me... Mochi needs a wheezy... No, that would not be fun. Mio Takano was my partner, there's no question about that. But I just can't trust her. Well, no, duh. Did you hear what she just said? It's her extremities as a researcher which contrasts largely with mine. We get to see that Eri was someone struggling with his morals doing his procedure, but in the end, he was too much of a coward to just get up and leave. Yeah. But are we so different? I'm here simply waiting with a knife and fork in my hands, just as she told me to. I just don't want to witness such a gruesome scene, that's all. What she's preparing for me now is exactly what I want. Who's the hypocrite? Not her. It's me. How can I say I'm different knowing what I've done in the past? I performed lobotomies without the patient's consent, despite it being surgery that might affect their life forever. How is that different from what... Eri, what? So although I kind of feel bad for him, he sure had the option to leave and therefore... Yeah, what the heck? I have never doubted my past achievements. However, when I look at her, I start to feel unease. Takano-san is talking to Okanagi-san on the intercom in my office. I'm sure she's telling him to come over so she can explain to him what was just discussed. I'm simply watching without stopping her. I begin to reflect upon my past, remember why I chose to become a doctor. Okay. I don't know, Joaquin. Twitch is weird with that stuff. So we got that. Chat. So if these don't like interfere with each other, right? These two fragments. It's not like I messed something up if I got this and then got this, right? Hopefully not. I don't think it would at least. Harry's backstory on why he became a doctor is for some reason cut from the anime. Interesting. Brady's high fever is required. Fragments required first. Happens if I click on it twice. Oh, I guess it just takes me back. Wait, shoot, how do I I just wanted to see what would happen. Oh, god dang it. I don't think it matters. If the game allows you to watch it, then it's fine. Oh, okay. Well. I messed that up. I just wanted to see what would happen if I clicked on it twice.
生きているうちに調べることは難しいでしょ。え？遺体わかりました。
Okay, there we go. Let's do Jiro Tomitake. The game will tell you if you picked the wrong fragment. Oh, okay. Forecast said that there was a chance of rain in the evening. But I didn't think it would rain so hard. We decided to wait at an abandoned bus stop for the rain clouds to clear.
ごめんよ、高野さん。
あら、いいのよ、気にしないで、次郎さん。私も土砂降りになるかもしれないことを覚悟の上で出かけたんだから。
Takano-san giggled. Although she said the weather might change suddenly, I dragged her out here. I feel stupid for making her come along and ending up ruining her precious day off. Ooh, is this romance in the air? Ooh, wee wee. I have to go back to Tokyo tonight, so it'll be a while before I can return to Hinamizawa. I didn't want to spend my last day at a cheap hotel on Okinomiya, so I asked her to go for a stroll.
いや、本当に申し訳ない。
Where's the doujin of them? Oh, God. She teased me for a while, but only a little. She wasn't actually enjoying driving me into a corner. That's just her way of communicating, and I find it very charming. I think I've become captivated by her. But on her part, I'm just an auditor from Tokyo. That's why she's being nice to me, and it's definitely not because she likes me personally. Ugh, talking to mommy. So I feel like I might have used my position to drag her out here, and that makes me a little depressed. I probably should think this slight fever I have is due to nothing more than a cold. But she was the type of person who made it clear when she disliked something. She wouldn't say so directly, but she'd use all kinds of indirect expressions that meant the same thing. So I want to believe she's out here because she might be even a little bit attracted to me. Who could not be attracted to you, Tomitake, with those bulging muscles? I shook my head as I frowned upon my selfish thoughts. Love that Tomitake is aware she may not like him. Oh, you poor fool. Oh, no. She chuckled as she knew what I was thinking. I felt myself starting to go red after that.
次郎さんも不思議な人ね。東京ではさぞや女性にモテるでしょうに。なぜわざわざ私みたいなおかしな女に付き合ってくださるのかしら
I mean, Takano does have, like, some feelings for Tomitake, right? Like, she herself admitted that, he might have been, like, the perfect one for her. Because he never really judged her. Until, you know, until she was like, yeah, no, I'm just crazy. But she does feel like some kind of way toward them, at least. Yandere. Nah, yeah, I know. Takano definitely feels something for him.
おかしななんてことはないよ。高野さんは十分魅力的だよ。むしろ僕みたいな男のために貴重な休日を割いてもらったのが申し訳ないくらいだよ。
確かに私はとても大切な研究のために生涯を捧げたつもりだけど、それだけじゃ人生は潤いがないもの。
She literally, yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't think you'd have sex with someone just as a diversion. Mini Koroshi, yeah. I don't think you'd do that.
たまには頭を切り替えて遊ぶことも大事だし。
Is this not something she's
異性
feeling?
とのコミュ
Oh
ニケーショ
no.
ンは脳の活性にもとてもいいんだから。
He's too lucky. True.
僕ごときで高野さんの頭の気分転換のお役に立ててるならいいんだけどね。
あなたは私と一緒にいても気分転換にはならない？
Yes, Takano. Yes. Gives me an impish smile that makes my heart skip a beat. And yet he still died in every world. Hey, man. It's like they say, you sticky dick and crazy, you gotta live with the results. You gotta live with the results, man. Or don't live with the results. Get it? Wait, did I read that? She gives me an impish smile that makes my heart skip a beat. He and Rika are Kennies of Higurashi. That did keep shaking my head. I tried hiding my embarrassment so she wouldn't notice, even my ears going red.
そんなことないよ。僕も高野さんと一緒に過ごせるとこういろいろと気分転換になるよ。
Oh wait.
それにほら、高野さんに野鳥撮影のことを布教すれば、僕も撮影の同志を得られるわけだしね。
I thought the bird photography thing was just a lie. Wait, so he actually does like taking pictures of birds? That's kind of wholesome. That's kind of wholesome. My man's built like a tank, but he just wants to take some bird pictures, man.
もしよかったら次に来るときは僕の古いカメラを持ってくるよ。買うと高いからね。
Tomitake is literally Android 16. Tomitake is too wholesome. He deserves better.
ありがとう。あなたを虜にする野鳥撮影がどれくらい楽しいのかぜひ教えていただけると嬉しいわ。ぜひ次の機会には野鳥撮影の散策にご一緒したいわね。じゃあ私自分では買わなくていいのかしら？
Daddy Tomitake and Mommy Takano. Actually, no, he deserved it. How dare he bet Takano Mommy and not me? For real, for real. True.
うん。僕のお風呂で少し挑戦してみて、馴染めそうだったら新しいカメラを買う方がいいんじゃないかな。東京に戻ったら送るよ。
Joaquin said, I'm all about the equality.
ありがとう。次に来てくださるときはぜひ私の写真の批評をお願いするわね。
うん。どんな写真か楽しみだな。
きっと二郎さんみたいにはいかないわ。本当に初めてですもの。
God, I need Takano in my life. Impurity levels 200% and rising. While she keeps her cool and smiles, all I can do is blush and scratch my head. Am I being conceited? Can't help but think that Takano-san likes being with me. If it's mere flattery, I don't think she'd come along this far. Hey, what can I say? Oh, no, 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 no. Taking women's flattery seriously is the mistake I always make. I shouldn't assume that she's attracted to me. Hey, base Tomitake. Hey, you know, Tomitake that's actually based. Not taking everything a woman says at face value. Based. That's how you don't be a creep, basically. This is it. Chat, when a woman says something, she means it. There's no, like, deep meaning to it or something. Don't be like, oh, that means you like, no. No, it doesn't. If she says, hey, what's up, she usually means, hey, what's up. That's all you need to know. Tomitake, you naive fool. There are definitely people out there who are willing to go this far for a goal. Yep. Yep.
そういえば、こうして二郎さんと二人きりでゆっくりおしゃべりをするのは初めてね。
そうだね。いつも所長とか他の研究員の人とかがいたりするからね。
私、あなたのことを全然知らないの。あなたが東京でどんな仕事をしているかとか、今までどんなことをしてきたのかとか、自衛隊ではどんな活躍をされているのかしら。
If she says, hey, what's up, it actually means, I'm gonna F you, then murder you. Talking about 1973. Yo, that's based. I was 19. Oh, dang, Ark, you just got corrected. That's definitely a skill issue. That's definitely a skill issue. She's been saying it for 6 years.
昔ちょっとだけ教官の真似事をしてたけどね。怪我をした時に目をやっちゃってね。普段の生活には支障はないんだけど、大ごとに受け取られちゃって、それ以来は事務屋の仕事ばかりやらされてるんだよ。
Takano-san giggles, saying I must have done something silly to cause the injury.
それでね、体内の広報誌を作る仕事を手伝った時に、イベントの写真撮影で初めてカメラの魅力を知ったんだよ。カメラには人を幸せにする力があるのさ。何を言ってるんだろうって思ってるだろうけど、いや、これは本当なのさ。僕はカメラに触れるようになってから日々に幸せを感じるようになったと思ってるよ。
Holy, Tomitake is so based.
カメラでどうして幸せになれるのかしら。
うん、カメラというのは日々の生活を切り取って写真にして残すものなんだ。残すくらいなんだから幸せなものを写したいというのは当然だろう。じゃあ幸せなものはどこにあるんだろうとファインダー越しに自分の周りの世界を覗いてみると、そこには今まで当たり前だと思っていたものが実はとても幸せなものだったんだと気づくことでいっぱいなんだ。
Ark, do not ruin this wholesome moment. Oh my god. Shut up, Ark. Mochi Fuki, hello. Fuki, how you doing? What's up? Hope your day's been going well.
例えば路肩のアスファルトの隙間からけなげに生えている一輪のタンポポだって忙しく通り過ぎる時にはただの雑草に過ぎないけれど。
Tomitake is quite the romantic. True. I mean, he is a Giga Chad. So, you gotta expect it. Doing good. I had 2 finals today that I rocked. Let's go! Let's go! Congrats, Fuki. We already know that you got perfects on those. Fuki, 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 Fuki. That's what I'm saying, Joaquin. My new song. Also, you're my top streamers on my Twitch. Oh my god! I'm so happy. I I can hear the Higurashi crying. Thank you so much. You know I always appreciate all the support you guys give me. I got a fucking 92 and then a 97 in my hardest class. Let's go! See, kids, this is why you study. That's awesome. So you got any more finals left? Or are you officially on your break?
ファインダー越しに覗いた時、それは春の訪れを教えてくれる季節からの素敵な贈り物であったことに気づけるんだよ。それを写真に収めアルバムに残す。そしてアルバムを再び開くたびにその時の幸せな気持ちが蘇ってくるんだ。
二郎さんは風景や野鳥の撮影をしながらそんな気持ちに浸っているの？
I got 3 more this week, but they're mainly just projects and papers to finish. Okay. So not too bad, not too bad. That's awesome, Fuki. I'm so proud of you.
その写真が芸術的かどうかとか、賞を取れるような劇的瞬間かどうかなんていう野心的なことは僕にとってあまり重要じゃないんだよ。僕たちが気づかない小さな幸せに気づかせてくれる。そこにこそカメラの魅力があるんだと思ってるんだ。だからそんな気持ちでこのひなみ沢をファインダーで覗けることはとても楽しくて幸せなことなんだよ。
Why is Takano so wholesome? Not Takano. Tomitake. Takano is not wholesome. Oh my god, poor Tomitake's last capture was a snuff film. That is so messed up, Leah. It's true, but that is so messed up. Oh my god. Is that allowed on OnlyFans? Only one way to find. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm kidding. Oh, so I'm glad to be able to see Hinamizawa through my viewfinder. Wow, I'm gonna cry. Poor Tomitake. I have a tendency to go overboard when I talk, but most of the time, Takano-san playfully twists my words right back at me. So it's very unusual for her to listen to me like this. Takano-san sat down next to me and tried to fiddle with my camera. I don't know how much of an impression I made, but I think she is indeed interested in cameras. I was expecting her to tease me like usual, so I'm happy to see that this is her reaction.
ちょっと試してみるかい？
私にもできるかしら？
簡単だよ。最初はピントの合わせ方とシャッターの押し方だけ覚えれば十分さ。持ってごらん。ああ、レンズには絶対に触れちゃダメだよ。
This is so wholesome.
ブー、簡単じゃないじゃない。
Oh. Oh, I love this. Since she seemed to show an interest in cameras, I wanted to take a walk around Hinamizawa and take some pictures of the scenery. But unfortunately, the rain doesn't seem to want to stop. But she was still having fun and kept taking pictures inside the bus stop. Tomitake, best wholesome boy. He just wanted to take some pictures. The first set of pictures she ever took were of odd things in that dark little building. Since then, every time we'd meet, we end up walking around the village with our cameras in our hands. Oh, that was too wholesome. My heart. Oh my goodness. I love that. Routine correction. Prior consent for the collection of cerebral spinal fluid. Nice. Oh my god, Leah. Creation of the medicine C117. I feel like I saw something about C117. Is it somewhere here? Invitation to the end. Oh, you're good, Ruben. I mean, you're actually talking and not just like a bot or something, so I don't care. Where's C117? But since, yeah. You're good. I feel like we could do this one. Because we just did this. And he was reminiscing, so I feel like we can go ahead and do this one. I wanted to become a doctor ever since I was little. Doctors make a lot of money. People look up to doctors. I think those are the kind of reasons I had. So when I played with my friends, I always acted like a doctor. I cleaned their wounds and applied ice packs when my friends sprained their ankles, using what I learned from household medical books. Everyone, including me, believed that I'd be a doctor one day. Because doctors are like 50 feet tall. My family was poor, so they praised me for that goal. They told me that I needed to study a lot to become a doctor, so they borrowed some pseudo-medical books from the local library for me. The rental fees weren't cheap. So I would speed read one book in a day, and the next day, my parents would go back to the store to exchange it for a different book, saying they accidentally borrowed a book they already borrowed before. By doing so, my parents borrowed 2 books for the price of one. Of course, now I know those books were rather useless, but they were highly motivational just the same. My neighbors called me Dr. Kyosuke-kun, and I was always picked for class health officer at school. Even my teachers helped me with classes I needed to take to become a doctor. Of course, in reality, becoming a doctor isn't as easy as it might seem. Yeah, it's not easy at all. I had to study diligently, and the path was most definitely rough. To become a doctor, one must attend college. Since my family was poor, I was told I wasn't allowed to go on an expensive private school. Go to an expensive private school, sorry. So, I had to be admitted to a national public university. My grades weren't bad, but the admission rate to the national public universities is very marginal. Especially since I wanted to go to a medical school, my chances were even smaller. Simply thinking about what it takes to be a doctor really already gives me a headache. Yeah, it is years and years and years and years of school. I studied like crazy. My only driving force was my childhood dream of becoming a doctor. The dream of becoming a doctor and to be looked up to by everyone kept me going. And I was admitted. I wasn't at the top of the list, but I made it in. I was finally at the starting point of making my childhood dream come true. My parents were thrilled. Neither my father nor my mother went to college, so they were proud of their son getting into a public medical school. They invited our relatives over to celebrate. Although it was a public university, tuition wasn't cheap, but they still had an extravagant celebration anyway. My father didn't express his emotions much. He always kept a straight face. He rarely voiced his opinion or took initiative on anything. My mother took care of everything, and he showed up last and left without saying a word. He's the typical stern and silent Japanese father at the time. That's why I was surprised to see him shedding tears of joy, and I cried along with him. Admitted to the mental hospital. He went around to all my relatives while repeatedly slapping my back, saying how proud and lucky he was to have a son like me. He bragged about my achievements to all who would hear them. The celebration became my farewell party as I was about to leave for Tokyo. My father yelled, "Banzai!" repeatedly at the station as the train pulled away. I was a little embarrassed, but when I could no longer see my father, I could clearly recall the tears pouring down. The days of hellish studying and exams began after that. Some days I was tempted to just give up and submit myself to the lavish lifestyle of the city. But the letters from my family always encouraged me and gave me the strength to go on. My dream then was to open up my own clinic in my hometown so I could contribute to the region. No, father, get wrecked, kiddo. I don't understand how people can be those stern, apathetic individuals as parents. I can kind of get it if that's just your personality. But it is a little confusing. I never even dreamed of getting involved with brains. One day I noticed a difference in a letter from my family. The letter said the usual things about how it was at home and asked how I was doing. But the postscript was what caught my attention. Your father has become really violent lately. Sometimes he turns the house upside down and I don't know what to do. Sounds like you need to, dump him or, divorce him. Because, nothing excuses that. And you don't have to live with that. I just couldn't picture him acting viciously. I was extremely surprised. Did something happen? But in the postscript, my mother said that there was nothing she could think of. My mother and father had been together for a long time. Someone's off their meds, yeah. They'd been together since, well, before I was born. So she noticed things that I couldn't. She couldn't even think of a reason why my father had become so violent. What happened? They got along so well. They were such a lovely couple. When I caused a problem for my mother when I was little, my father only bonked my head with his knuckle. Why was he acting this way towards my mother? Maybe there was some kind of misunderstanding between them. I was going home for the new year. Maybe I could have a good talk with him then. The situation was a lot more serious than I thought. On one cold winter day, I found my apartment door unlocked. I thought someone had broke in, but I found my mother in my apartment with her luggage. Oh, man. That's right. My mother could no longer take my father's fury and came to stay with me. Aww. This was back when people still believed in the proverb, a woman has no place to settle down all her life. She couldn't go back to her own family because they lived in the same region as my father. So she came all the way to Tokyo. I heard about my father's violence from my mother's own lips. She cried, saying she had no idea why such a quiet man changed like that. She said she wasn't ever going back to him. Good. She shouldn't have to. I didn't know what to do. I asked her if she could talk to him one more time, but the bruises on her body told me it was no use. She doesn't have to give him the time of day. She doesn't owe him a second chance, dude. Are you kidding me? Come on now. Remember what happened afterwards is too much, so I'll be brief. After my mother left, my father thought she was having an affair and went over to the neighbor's house with a wooden sword. He was arrested. He was released immediately, but he assumed someone in the neighborhood was hiding her. So he did the same thing repeatedly. He eventually reached the point of getting into fights with anyone he saw. In the end, he picked a fight with some young punks and ended up being beaten to death. Oh, God. I can't say I feel bad for him, but Jesus, man. My relatives gave my father a decent funeral, but my mother didn't attend. I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. It's no use beating a dead horse. So nobody said anything negative about my father, but everyone was simply puzzled as to why he changed so much. What I heard from my relatives about my father's final days was a lot stranger than what I heard from my mother. My mother only told me about his sudden rage and violence. To think this was cut from the anime seems like a crime. I guess I could see why it'd be, because unless you're like super interested in Eri as a character, it may not be too important. But it does seem weird to just cut it all together. My mother only told me about his sudden rage and violence. But my relatives told me he also laughed and grew sad. Apparently, he displayed several sudden fluctuations of emotion, especially so in his last years. He also told me that he started to complain about headaches after an accident he had. My father was a construction worker. He had hit his head hard on a construction board during an accident at work. Well, that explains it. He regained his consciousness quickly and seemed fine. But since the accident, he started to have headaches and behave abnormally. He must have hit like his frontal lobe or something. Me too, Draftkey. The anime covered most of the important fragments, so it's weird they decided to cut Eri's fragment. True. I sensed the connection between the accident and my father's changes, so I talked to my professor after I went back to Tokyo.
断言はできませんが、その様子から入江君のお父さん
Yeah.
に何らかの異常が起こっていた可能性は否めません。
That's what it sounds like.
その事故の際に脳が傷つき、精神的な変化を起こしたのかもしれませんね。お父さんの晩年の言動からは、そんな患者さんに多く見られるいくつかの症状が伺えます。
Right. Human behavior is created by the brain. And if the brain is damaged, it can cause erratic behavior. In other words, my father wasn't crazy. He was suffering from a disorder. Okay. Disorder or not, that doesn't really, like, excuse the actions, you know what I mean? Like, his mother was still in the right for, like, leaving and all that stuff. It's unfortunate, yeah, but it's not like... doesn't excuse stuff, you know what I mean? It's not an excuse.
お父さんの遺体を検視できるなら、脳をよく調べてみるといいでしょう。ひょっとすると、腫瘍のようなものが見つかるかもしれません。
My father had already been cremated, so there was no way of knowing. But hearing about his behavior, I knew for sure. That was the only way to explain why such a quiet and gentle man would change. I tried to explain all this to my relatives to regain my father's honor, but hardly anyone understood. I don't know. I just don't think, like, brain damage or not, you know, I get that it can cause people to be aggressive, and that's can be kind of out of their control, but I don't think that should mean that people should excuse their crappy behavior, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to forgive them. You don't have to be the bigger person if they hurt you, brain damage or not, you know what I mean? Like, they still didn't have to do that in the first place. If his brain was damaged, he would have been dead. Well, that's not necessarily always the case. But he was alive and well. So the accident didn't damage his brain. It wasn't his brain that caused him to change. It was his mind. Brain disorder or not, we should all be held accountable for our actions. True, exactly. To simply brush it off like that. Oh. Thank you for the posture check, Mark. And the hydrate. And the best girl. I don't know. I'm interested to see what chat thinks about this. Don't worry about Mochi. He has the hydration, posture check, and best girl. That's true. Miss Heed for villainous. This is a perception most people have about the brain. They don't realize the mind and the brain are connected. Most of the relatives didn't believe me. It's not Takano unbased. I am an equal opportunity gremlin. Fair enough. Fair enough. But there was one person who I really wanted to anyway. That was my mother. Can you put it in the chat? I don't... Oh, yeah. Hold on. Miss Heed. That's my mother. She got older, she grew senile, and she exaggerated the abuse she had to endure. No problem. All she did was criticize my father. And every time she ended up crying, lamenting that she married him. She's allowed to criticize and be upset that she was abused. I don't get what you're trying to say here, Erie. Are you victim blaming? What are you doing, bro? What? Erie. Dude, you are a whole L, dude. Are you serious? What? They were a lovely couple. We're a great family. Oh, yeah. Were. That's why I wanted to convey to her that she was misunderstanding the situation with my father. Dude, if she was, like, being, like... If he was being violent towards her and, like, hit her, and he already said that there was bruises all over her body, then it doesn't matter how nice he was before. It quite frankly does not matter. It's unfortunate that he changed that way. But it doesn't matter. She can feel however she wants to feel about him. You don't get to police her feelings, dude. That makes me mad. That makes me really mad. Aries seems to have quite the bias with his father. Exactly. Like, he doesn't get to police how his mother feels about him, calling her senile and stuff, dude. What the heck? Dude, that makes me angry. My father's behavior was caused by his brain damage. What he did to her was very sad, but he didn't want to be that way. I told her that he wasn't at fault! What? What? What do you mean? I don't agree with this at all. I don't agree with this at all. But my mother didn't understand. I don't blame his own feelings for his father. I just don't... Yeah, you can feel whatever you want about your father. Don't force those feelings on someone who is... Here's the thing. He never had to personally experience the abuse. Because he moved before he got abused, right? Before, like, the brain damage, like, got to his father. So he didn't know what he was like personally. His mother personally experienced that and was beaten, I assume, on an almost daily basis. He doesn't get to tell her how to feel, dude. No. That's not how this works. Are you kidding me? Before she took her last breaths, I begged her to forgive my father. She doesn't have to. She is not required to do that. Her final words were, Please don't bury me next to that man. Fair enough. Fair enough. My father wasn't at fault. Dude, that's not how that works, man. He was simply the victim of a brain disorder. I don't know what to tell this guy. I'm sorry I'm getting, like, kind of, like, aggressive, but, like, I just don't agree with what he's trying to say. This is another thing about Ryukishi. You don't have to agree with his perspective, as we've already seen through Shion and others, but we can understand why they feel it. I can understand. Truly, like I'm not saying I don't see where he's coming from. I see where he's coming from. It's just, I just don't agree with it at all. I don't think that's right. Personally. He's simply the victim of brain disorder. You don't complain to a person who's coughing because he has a cold. I feel like there's a very big difference. And even if you want to use... What is this argument called? This false argument? I don't know. I don't know what the exact expression is called. But even if you wanted to use that argument, most people who are coughing because they have colds at least try to control it so they don't affect anybody. So, like, you're like... you put your hand over your mouth. So they at least take measures to prevent it, even if you want to use that example. Ryukishi knows how to create conversation through authentic expressions of different perspectives. True. I'm not saying Ryukishi's an idiot. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. I just disagree personally. Because coughing is just a symptom and he should be sympathized with, to an extent. In my father's case, the symptoms weren't as obvious as a cough. They took the form of changes in personality which are harder to recognize. If I had studied the brain more, I could have explained it better to my mother so that she could have understood it. Then they could have been a nice couple again in heaven. No. No. When I realized that, I cried. It's a different story if the guy coughs all over everyone without caring about their health. Exactly. You can't just be like, oh, well, I have brain disorder. That means I get to take my aggression out on everything near me. You know? And I also realized that there are plenty of people like my father in this world who are suffering from a disorder, yet they are misunderstood and despised for it. And then I found out. Found out about a miraculous cure for such disorders called a lobotomy. Ever since that day, I spent my days learning about the brain, so I could help people who are suffering from mental illnesses. My father is gone. If he is still alive, I could cure him myself. So he and my mother could reconcile. It's the main reason why I am here. I don't know. I don't agree. I don't agree with Ryukishi's perspective on that. I just don't. I think the mother and all the victims of the father were entirely justified. And not wanting to associate with him. I really do. I wonder if that unlocked anything. Sorry if I made anyone uncomfortable with my rant. Old guy. What is this one? Everyone has selfish reasons for their direction in life, but we can understand. Yeah.
でしてダムの建設事業に伴う地域振興や地域産業の育成などですね。そんなことは聞いてねえっつってんだろ。俺らの誰の断りがあってダムなんか作ろうって言い出したかって聞いてんだ。
True. Just because he made a character think it doesn't mean that's his own thoughts on it. I do. Thank you for reminding me of that, Ruben. Just because you write something that, like, a character says doesn't mean you actually think what that character says. Sorry, I forgot to take in that perspective. Thank you, Ruben. Actually. I'm glad you reminded me.
おう、わしらから税金絞るだけ絞っといて、それに対する返事がこれっちゅうんか。あんどりゃ誰の税金で給料もらったんじゃ。
ですから、先ほどから申し上げておりますように。
言い訳など聞いちゃならんねえ。いつ計画を中止するんか聞いとるんじゃい。
お前じゃ話にならん。東京の建設大臣を連れてこい。ここではっきり白黒つけちゃう。
突っ込まんか、国家役人が。
No.
だいたい踊れら。人様の税金で仕事しとって、なんでわしらより高い段で話をしとるんじゃ。
Hey, we're in the middle of the damn war's peak. Hey.
目線で話さんかい、目線で。
This is our first time, like, getting into the, like, the thick of it, isn't it? Like, an actual, like, time of when it happened. Now that I think about it. The auditorium is filled with angry shouting. The sign at the entrance says, Inamizawa Dam Construction Explanatory Meeting. Every time the official on the stage tried to say anything, the citizens packed into the room silenced him with their shouts. Trying to ignore them, the official continued to explain the pros of the dam, but that just further infuriated them. Between the stage and the citizens, there was an open area where a police squad was standing by. If they weren't there, the citizens would jump onto the stage and start a riot. Hey, there's Hanyu out. Was I supposed to be using a Hanyu voice this whole time? God dang it. I don't remember if we got to see it in Arc 4 with Akasaka. But yeah, this is probably the first time coming back to this in a while. Yeah. Alright, Hanyu voice. I'm watching all this from the back. I can't give her the squeaky high kid voice. I can't do that. Hanyu? What voice do I do? I'm watching all this from the back of the auditorium. It's obvious to anyone that they're being swallowed by their anger. They become filled with a bloody red rage. The anger that came from a certain purpose becomes a purpose in itself, and it creates a vicious cycle where anger leads to more anger. Anger is a necessary emotion for humans. People face many difficulties in their lives. Anger gives them the motivation to fight and conquer such difficulties. Therefore, anger is an essential part of life itself. So, I will never reject anger itself. However, anger like this goes far beyond normal. It makes people forget their purpose. That is no longer an essential part of life. As the blood rushes to their head, a person can't even remember what they've done. They go out of control. Such emotions are very painful, sad, and difficult to endure. I can clearly see the villagers who live alongside us turning into demons. I understand the rules of the human world. The power of an individual can't be compared to the power of the government. To be able to fight, an individual needs power to become part of a larger unified power. But to steer that unified power in the right direction is extremely difficult. The cycle of anger leads to more anger. Not anger that helps you live, but anger that only exists for anger. It's just like being a demon. And this emotion is capable of violently rousing us from our long, peaceful slumber. Everyone is immersed in their own anger. We lived peacefully with the villagers while we slept quietly. Yet, now we've awakened. It's like this world is trying to return to that age, when demons were said to rise from Onigafuchi Swamp. I keep shouting at everyone to calm them down. But my voice can't reach them because of the vicious cycle of anger. Even so, I'll continue shouting, hoping even one of them will hear my voice. Because if I don't do anything, the demons may awaken. Demons that went into a deep sleep may reawaken because of this commotion. Then, all of a sudden, the atmosphere changed. Looking up, I saw the angry exchange between villagers and those on the podium had developed into confrontation between the villagers themselves. What's going on? Oh.
そりゃオンドレの都合やんね。勝手にそういうにせんといてんだ、クソババア。
Did they give the same voice of Satoko's uncle to the Satoko's dad? I feel like that was a weird decision. I like the clever comparison to demons. Back in Arc 1, we may have taken it at face value of becoming possessed as demons. True.
繁盛すったらんはアホンだら。ようもいったん抜かしよってからにこのやから。
Gave Depp's voice to the dad. That's so weird, honestly. Satoko's uncle is Satoko's dad. Oh god. Hopefully not.
おうてめえ、お涼さんと知っててその口聞いとるんかいな。上等きっちゃら、おい名乗るかい、おいやっかましいわ。
They actually like punching each other, god dang.
その先がなんぼのもんじゃい。わしゃ北条じゃ。腰巾着は引っ込んどらんか。
おお、北条のなまぬかしよったん。ようも村を沈めちゃる言えるの。お前なんぼで村を撃ったん。
たまらんか死に損ないが。
Dude, is he actually like punching them good?
いいんか。南沢には貧乏にも大勢おるん。お前んとこみたいに山に畑をうなるほど持ってる地主とわけが違う。わしゃ国の報奨金で十分満足しとったん。町の公営住宅も手配してくれるっちゅうし、なんも不足はなかった。
Yeah, I feel like they could have at least made the voice actor pull like a different voice or something.
それをオンドレラが全部ちゃぶ台ひっくり返しちゃったん。台無しにしちゃったんじゃボケ。踊れら地主の都合で人まで巻き込むなや。
Maybe they're twins. Oh god.
そんなに国と喧嘩せんかったら踊れが一人でやれ。したらん銭は誰が払うんね。踊れかいな。うちはな貧乏だし育ち盛りが二人もおるん。おとなしゅう国から銭をもろうて職を斡旋してもろうて人生再設計中とこなんや。
The anime and manga shows them different. Oh, okay.
それを踊れはなんじゃ。いつからお前はわしの代表になったんじゃ。
It's weird, because Satoko's dad does kind of have, like, a kind of selfish reason, and he's being really aggressive, but I don't know. I can kind of understand what he's saying. And I can relate to the poor sentiment as well. Interesting.
お前そんなに偉いんか。
But he is being really aggressive about it, though.
おいおいおい、北条のようも抜かしたこの裏切り者が。なら村から出てけ出てけ。
おう出ていったらもちろんそれに見合う銭はお前が払うんじゃろうな。わしが国からもらい損ねた銭きっちり都合つけてくれるんじゃろうな。 なあ、村から出とうとも銭がないんじゃ。踊りが払うんならすぐにでも出たったろわ。
北条の言う通りだ。立ち退いてもいいと思ってる住民もいるんだぜ。
You understand? Good.
御三家は俺たちを巻き込むな。
おお、なんじゃい。今抜かしたのは誰じゃい。名乗らんかボケ。
残りたいやつは勝手に残ればいいだろうが。立ち退きも権利じゃ。勝手に人様の権利に干渉すんな、このダラスが。そうじゃそうじゃ。その先のクソババアはすっこんだね。
God dang, it is getting intense in here.
ああ、もちろんダム計画に同意してくださる方には見合う保証を用意いたしております。
That's Oreo? Oh, Oreo. You said Oreo, so I thought you was talking about the cookie. But then I'm like, oh wait, no, that sounds like Oreo. Okay.
決して土地の搾取ではありませんので。
黙れ役人ボケ。おんどりゃ村真っ二つに策を魂胆かい。
I did it. Oh, okay.
死ねや北条。村の空気を吸う資格はねえ。今すぐ息止めて死ね。
なめんなボケが。ぶっ殺したら。
Oh my god.
前に出るクソババア。ああ。
I feel bad for the government official. He's just doing his job. True. True. He doesn't even know what's going on. He's like, I'm fighting for my effing life, yo.
おい、引っ込まんかいデカポリ。
よう抜かした。よう抜かした北条の。
God almighty.
この園崎おりょう。久々に頭血のぼってきよったわ。きっちりけじめ取らしてもらうかんな。
Oh god, man.
繁盛楽しみに待っとるや。
It's bad because she wasn't even wrong.
北条やれやれ。国は俺たちに仕事と住みかと金を与えろ。
こらこら、やめなさい暴力は。お互いやめてやめて。
Government official returns home like he just returned home from war in Nam.
すったらん上等じゃ。恩師が出て今回な。
Everyone is being tainted with the bloody red anger. And I can only watch. Oh, sorry. And I can only watch. The least I can do is to apologize for the tragedy that is about to happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is how things started. From this day onward, the Hojo family and the Sonozaki family will wage a feud against each other, and the Hojo family will become ostracized within the village. This marks the beginning of the Satoko and Satoshi's lives of tremendous hardship. I see. Government official. Yamate kudasai! Nani? I'm surprised everyone's stress levels did cause L5. True. This is fun. This is fun. Alright, so if we ever see something that says the conflict between the Satokos and the Hojos and the... what's the family name of... Hojos and the Sonozakis, that's what we need. Calamari Onigiri. Yugu's family move is required. Fourth curse is required. Insert more bad weed. Okay. Go back to the beginning. Third sacrifice. The first sacrifice. Live specimen for research is required. A tragedy at the dam construction site is required. This is so interesting. Oh, the queen. Oh! Ooh! 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 Wait. Wait. Repetitive apologies are required. That's from this. That's from this. Because shut up, Ark. Because she kept apologizing. So Ark, I swear to God. So I should be able to do this now, right? Let's see. Let's go! Early summer 1979 AD. The good lord.
くそってれやめよやめよ監督返事してくださいよ監督
アホだな死んでるに決まってんだろうが
Oh God. Bang. A loud noise snapped everyone out of it. Someone dropped the shovel he was holding. The shovel was smeared with reddish-black blood. No, not just the shovel. All 6 construction... Wait, did they kill him? No. All 6 construction workers' clothes were blood-soaked too. One of them cried out to the silent dead body of the manager. The damn murder, let's go! Baka shindere kudasai. God dang it, Art. It was drenched in blood.
監督
やかましい死んでるに決まってんだろ仕方ねえじゃねえか
Self-defense?
正当防衛だろ正当防衛
So the mountain dogs didn't kill him? The fight had started after the manager yelled at them for drinking beer inside the office. Leah thought you said the hamburger did the hamburglar? Or are y'all on a Discord call? There were no drinking and no smoking signs everywhere. The manager harshly scolded anyone who broke that rule. So it was the 6 workers' fault for disobeying. Ronald McDonald's crew is ready to destroy Higurashi. Hey, I'm half distracted. But they drank because they were stressed out by the anti-dam protesters. That's interesting! That changes a lot. That it was... What the heck? That's why they said things to provoke the manager. They told him to step out. and the others went along. The construction workers toiled hard in long hours. Maybe they shouldn't have set up a McDonald's in Higurashi. I'm just saying. That's why they instigated the fight with the manager to release their stress. They had expected to just curse at each other or to end up in a wrestling match. This is why you stick with... Oh my god. But things escalated. Or to put it more accurately, the manager exploded all of a sudden. The manager had to deal with the residents' protests as well. So he was under just as much pressure, or maybe even more. But how he changed was not normal. The manager was calm at first, but he gradually became more aggressive, and it was like he transformed into someone completely different. No, it was like he was possessed by something evil. Oh, so he got Hinamizawa syndrome. His Hinamizawa syndrome got flared up by all the stress, right? That's what happened. The men who instigated the fight sobered up when they saw his behavior. Then, the manager picked up a shovel that was nearby and tried to smash his opponent's head in with it. Indeed, them being stressed is another symptom of Hinamizawa syndrome, so it could still be the syndrome. Okay. He managed to avoid the hit, but if he didn't, his head would have surely been split open. The manager kept pounding on him with the shovel. Even as he frantically tried to avoid the hits, by this time the workers had realized this was beyond a simple fight, so they tried to hold the manager down. But the manager turned on them with the shovel too. One of the men tried to protect himself by crossing his arms above his head. But there was no way that could have blocked a shovel swung with such force. Blood spurted out and the man groaned in pain. By this time, the 6 men had realized the manager was not his usual self. This manager would try to bash in their brains without hesitation. Since their opponent was using a shovel as his weapon, they had to find some kind of weapon too. One of them grabbed a huge hammer. Then the others realized they needed to find something as well. To restrain the manager in that condition, it was better to arm themselves. I mean, can you really blame them for killing him? Like, that was a life or death right there, honestly. Especially if he's coming at them with a shovel. I don't know if y'all have ever felt how heavy a shovel is, but if that thing is swung with an intent to kill, it can very well kill. Didn't take that long for the madness to infect the 6 workers. Oh, and they also got Hinamizawa up. It was only a matter of time before they went from restraining him to lynching him. Oh my god. By the time they realized what had happened, the manager was already a lump of meat. To be fair, this detail was already mentioned all the way from Arc 1. It was always the workers who killed the damn... Oh, yeah, that's true. His face was swollen. Shreds of skin had been torn off, and his muscles and skull were... Oh my god! Jesus. Did you have to go into that much detail? Oh my god. Ugh. Obviously, he was quite dead. Nah, he's still kicking.
ふざけんじゃねえよ。俺たちは殺されかかったんだぞ。こいつが襲いかかってこなけりゃ、俺たちだって反撃しなかったんだぞ。
Welcome back, Golden. You okay, buddy? Sorry if I made you upset earlier, but we was just messing around with you. Hope everything's okay now.
No!
Leader of the 6, the one who instigated the fight, tried to bring the rest to his side, but nobody replied. And so the leader became frustrated. He was the one who started the fight. The rest simply joined in. He was the main perpetrator. Maybe that was why he was feeling so exasperated. He sensed that he was the one at fault.
いつまでもなよなよしてんじゃねえ。仕方ねえだろ。やっちまったもんは仕方ねえだろ。
I mean, you could just say it was self-defense. You could probably win that case if you had proof, right? Could you? I don't know, I'm not a lawyer. But if you had proof that he had, like, intent to kill, you could probably win that case. Or maybe they wouldn't have... Maybe it's because they went too far? You know, it's...
俺たちな、もう殺人犯なんだよ。覚悟を決めるんだよ。
まさかおめえら自首して懲役食らいてえなんて思ってんじゃねえだろうな。冗談じゃねえよ。無所なんかこの年で言ってられっかよ。
Like I said, you could probably win that case. I feel like you could win that case, honestly.
隠すんだよ。こいつの死体を隠してすっとぼけるしかねえんだ。
I understand why they're, like, wanting to hide it and stuff, because they're panicking. As I said, it was always the workers who killed him, but Higurashi did such a good job making us and Keiichi suspect the girls. That's true. But... I don't know. Some of them knew he was on probation for an assault incident once before. So if he got into trouble with the law... I see. Okay, that makes sense. But if he got into trouble with the law again, the punishment would be more severe than they could imagine. That was why he was trying desperately to find a way out. If he was alone with the manager's body, then he wouldn't have behaved this way. All he would have to do was to hide the manager's body and pretend nothing happened. Hey nerd, guess what? What's up, Ark?
I love you.
Oh, I love you too, buddy. But there were 6 of them, including him. They were partners in crime and witnesses too. If even one of them turned himself in out of guilt, he'd be in big trouble.
でも死体なんか隠したってバレるよ、いずれ。それより正当防衛ってことでちゃんと主張して、その過剰防衛くらいで勘弁してもらえねえかな。
甘ったれたこと言ってんじゃねえ。実際に殺しちまったんだぞ。
You're forgetting this is Hinamizawa syndrome. Oh, yeah. It makes them stress and they go to the extreme solutions. They don't really think clearly. And they become paranoid. So they can't really think of anything rational at the moment, right?
過剰防衛で済むかよ。
They can't think calmly is the point.
もう取り返しのつかないところまでやっちまったんだぞ、バカ野郎。
でもよ、どう隠したって監督がいなくなったのは明日の朝にはバレちまうんだ。どうしようもねえよ。
どうしようもねえのはオンドレの頭じゃ、ボケ。
Slapped the other man in the face. God dang. The leader had such an evil look in his eyes.
いいか、ボケども。俺たちはな、殺人犯なんだ、殺人犯。
Yeah, rationality was thrown out the window the minute they killed him. Yeah.
グズグズ言ってりゃ5年6年食らい込まれちまうんだよ。俺らの中に一人裏切り者がおってみろ。全員が捕まっちまうんだよ。 ちょいよなめんな。どうせ捕まる覚悟だっちゅんなら死ぬ気で逃げまくってるんだ。年貢の納め時になったら好きなだけ覚悟決めりゃいいんだ。
His visage turned more and more demonic. It was the same expression the manager had just a few minutes before. Was he possessed by the same thing that possessed the manager? 5 men started to think that way. Now that they considered it, all the villagers in the anti-dam protest had the same expression on their faces too. The real name of Hinamizawa was Onigafuchi Village. People said that wicked demons lived there and sometimes they possessed people. The men couldn't help but to recall that exaggerated story often told by the demonstrators. The manager swung the shovel after his expression changed to that demonic one. There was no guarantee this man wouldn't do the same. In fact, he was still squeezing the hammer in his hand, glaring at everyone and threatening them. If someone suggested surrendering, he'd probably smash their head in with it.
そうだ。裏切り者を出さんためにな。いいこと思いついたわ。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
死体も隠しやすくなって一石二鳥だぞ。
どんな手だい？
We're gonna cut up the body into 6 pieces.
そりゃあ。
They all wanted to object to the idea. Killing him was a serious crime itself. Dismembering the body would be too much. But if anyone objected, he'd be killed on the spot. So no one said anything. We'll all cut him up together.
この野郎が日頃言ってんだろ。共同作業だよ。
Oh god.
全員腹をくくれよ。
Oh god.
それで分けて持った証拠は各自が責任を持って隠すんだ。な。これなら全員仲良くしはんだろう。
Oh god.
自分だけ罪が軽いから自首しようなんてずる抜けは許されってわけさ。
Dude, this voice actor that's playing this guy is killing it. Oh my god. Do you hear that laugh? Hold on.
これなら全員仲良くしはんだろう。自分だけ罪が軽いから自首しようなんてずる抜けは許されってわけさ。
Fucking killed that. Jesus. He's killing the voice actor and the laborer. God dang it, dude. 5 men were all taken in by his ghastly face. And they could even feel the fear of the Onigafuchi demons creep up their backs. What do we think, chat? One more for tonight? Do one more? I'm thinking one more. Okay. Quite the distorted version of Higurashi's core theme of Unite. Yeah. One more? Okay. Okay, so we have the dismembered murder. Okay. A tragedy at the dam construction, but we also need a live specimen. We can't actually do that one yet. I feel like this doubles, like, a tragedy at the dam construction site is required is also referring to the scene we just witnessed. And that is also just, like, directly saying, we need the death. The way they give hints is very, very unique, honestly. Like, I really like it. Like, this doesn't exactly tell you which one you need to do, but if you actually read and pay attention No, it says the dam construction. Oh, okay, yeah. Never mind. Like, it doesn't tell you, like, what you need, but, like, if you actually just, like, read and pay attention to these fragments, you will figure it out. Like, repetitive apologies, okay, in the scene that I just witnessed with Hanyu at this meeting, she apologized like a crap ton, so that's what I was referring to. I think that's really neat. So you still have to pay attention, and I think that's cool. Like, okay, that I think that could also double with that. A conflict between the Hojo family and the Sonozaki family is required. Every time they all tried to murder that guy. Introduction of Satoko. Satoko Hojo is required. Is that this one? No. Where's Satoko? Okay, so we can just do Satoko Hojo real quick. My name is Satoko Hojo, but Hojo is my current father's family name. I was also Satoko Hatake, Satoko Yoshizawa, and also Satoko Matsuda, because of my previous fathers. I'm still not used to being called Hojo-san. If someone calls me Satoko, then I know that person is talking to me. Because Satoko is the name I've been using since I was born. I don't understand why my mother keeps getting married and divorced. If she's going to get a divorce, why does she get married? If she's married, why does she get a divorce? I've asked her before, but depending on the situation, her answers were different. When I asked her when she was married, she got angry. When I asked her after she got divorced, she cried. I don't understand the meaning of marriage. So, I have no interest in drawing pictures of a bride in a wedding dress. I don't think I'll ever get married. I don't want to keep changing my child's last name. My teacher once asked if I liked my mother. I think it was when I was in kindergarten in Okinomiya. That was a very difficult question. Because sometimes I loved her very much, and sometimes I hated her very much. I couldn't decide. When my mother was nice, she smiled all the time. She made us happy. She thanked me for being her daughter. When my mother wasn't nice, she frowned all the time. She treated my brother and me very poorly. Told me I should have never been born. My teacher asked me if I liked my father. That was a very easy question. Because I always hated him. Because I always hated him very much, no matter who he was. New fathers always treated me nicely at first, as if I was their real daughter. They always told me I could think of them as my real father. Dang, it sucks. Satoko's already got preconception that she'll be a terrible mother or wife. Yeah. It's very unfortunate. But they couldn't be my real father. Besides, I didn't even know my real father's face. How could I call them my father? I couldn't. It was disgusting. Right before divorce, my fathers always became very irritated with me. Treated me like a cockroach. Told me they didn't have money to feed me. They threw things at me, and they locked me out on the veranda. They all did that? They all locked you out on the veranda? They all did that specific thing? I was told I could forget about them because that was all in the past. I think that was a different teacher from a different school. Maybe that's true. Because ever since Hojo became my father, my mother has been smiling. I haven't seen them get into a fight as I have seen happen just before divorce. They have little arguments here and there, but those don't lead to a divorce, and they always make up. But I'm sure they'll get a divorce sooner or later. Then it'll be the same old stuff with the family court, divorce settlements, a night flight, and child support. So who knows how long this Hojo will be my father. That's why I don't even feel like calling him that. He also treated me well at first. But when I didn't call him father, even after he asked me repeatedly, he became irritated. They'll get a divorce soon. When my father gets into this mood, a divorce is on the way. After a divorce, it's my mother's turn to be irritated with me. Which, Ruben, that is so cursed, and I wish you never said that. Oh my god. Then she'll tell me she shouldn't have had me, or she can't be happy because of me. Why is my existence causing problems for my mother? I asked my brother, and he told me. If you have children, it's not easy to find someone to get married with. To my mother, remarriage is a very important job. So I can understand having children around will cause problems. I think I finally understand the reason why I'm a nuisance to her. I asked my brother something else. Why are children hated by new fathers? Well, that's simple. That's because family members all have different roles. Mother's job is to love her children. Father's job is to love the mother. Means I'm a nuisance to both my mother and my father. I feel like it should also be the father's job to love the children. Am I wrong on that? What? Am I just stupid? I feel like both the parents should love the children. Wait, am I finally going colorblind, or did the text just change color? Hey, I couldn't have been the only one who thought when that narration said mother is always smiling. They never have any major arguments. Oh, wait, yeah, wait, what? Did she just contradict herself? My brother is more mature than me, so they don't look down on him as a nuisance. Well, father is also meant to love their children. But maybe I am. This is representing a Reina-like state of becoming crazy. Do you want me to send you the name of the VN so you can approve it before You don't have to do that. As long as you know that it's stream appropriate, you can do that, Golden. You can just redeem it anytime you want. Oh god, oh jeez, it's gonna be the one visual novel, isn't it? Not Euphoria. Also, I don't know if you heard me earlier, Golden, but I hope you're okay now, and I'm sorry if we like offended you or something. We were just joking around with you. We weren't like actually trying to make you mad. We just kidding and joking. Yeah, I know, Joaquin. Mochi playing Dingle Doppers Saturday. Listen, I'm always ready for Dengum Rompers. I've always been ready since the beginning. Any day y'all are good, I'm good. But maybe I am. No, I am definitely a nuisance. Most recent stream of this particular visual novel was 6 hours ago. Hey man, I'm down. I'm down. Down. So, now I know. Watch him just redeem Grisaya again. Alright, we're reading back through Grisaya. Both my mother and father want me dead. If they kill me, they'll be caught. I mean... That doesn't mean they won't kill me. But don't actually redeem Grisaya again. I don't want to reread that, because it's just repeating content at that point. If I were to look down the cliff... Oh, I see what you mean, Joaquin. The text is like getting redder, isn't it? And if no one was around, my mother and father would push me off for sure. And this is kind of showing her, because we already know that Satoko has Hinamizawa syndrome really bad. This is kind of showing her, like, succumb to Hinamizawa syndrome. I see. Mother and father would push me off for sure. My father has become abnormally nice to me recently. He started to act that way ever since I made the fake call. I know for sure that it's just part of a plot to kill me. So I won't let them trick me. And it's gotten redder. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Lately, when I listen very carefully, I can hear a voice apologizing. Voice sounds so similar. Oh, she's hearing Hanyu. Toko's going out. Yep. Technically, the Redeem doesn't say you have to play it on stream. Just it'll be a playthrough and just be streamable, but not necessarily streamed. All right. It's not like porn or something, is it? Like that's the important thing. It's not something that would get me banned, right? Like that's all I care about. Like it's not porn or something, right? No, okay, all right, it's fine then. Her mother must be telling her that she shouldn't have been born. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I won't apologize like that. I'll live. I'm going to strike back. I'll kill her. I'll kill before I get killed. Sorry, and it's going redder. Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, well, that is our introduction to Satoko. And I think that is... I'm sorry, quote right there. Do you see who pushed your parents off a cliff now? Oh! Oh, did she kill her parents? No shot! Wait, am I stupid that I didn't pick up on that? Or was I distracted? Am I stupid or was I distracted? I don't know which... I didn't pick up on that. I think I'm stupid. I think... we need to save there, though. Oh my... What the heck? Oh, that's... Okay, I'm seeing it. So, okay. So the murders have been connected, but not really. Because they're all connected to the first two murders have definitely been connected to Hinamizawa syndrome. But not necessarily, like, some secret murderer or something. It wasn't even Takano's fault either. It's not like Takano was, like, the major mastermind behind those either. Those were just victims that were consumed by Hinamizawa syndrome, is what I find really interesting. I don't know about you guys. Remember what Rika said with Satoko before about you don't need to remember? Oh, yeah. That's true. That is so... Okay. This fragment thing is getting a lot more interesting than it was before. Golden, were you planning to redeem that before stream ended today, or do you still not have the points yet? Because you can go ahead and redeem that right now if you want to. Otherwise, we will be ending. Still need 4. Okay. Who do we do? Who we raid? What do you think of the Fragments gameplay? I think it's honestly really fun and interesting. I like the way that they're handling the hints, where it's not just telling you what to do, and you still have to figure it out like a puzzle, but it's giving you enough to go off on. Like, hold on. Before we raid, I want to show, like, the example I showed earlier. Where was it? Like this. If you read this, This really is an interesting way to reveal answers to mystery. Yeah. Mochi likes Shut up, Ark. If you read this, it doesn't really tell you that it would be the way to unlock this. But if you pay attention, it is. This is what you need before you can read this. Which is interesting. Hey, 4 to 7. Oh, Lord. But yeah, I like that. Upgrades. But yeah, I think we are just gonna go ahead and raid Abby, honestly. We'll just raid Abby. Why not? Shoot. Raid in doubt, Abby it out. Abby that. There we go. Where's Abby's screen? There it is. Fine. And let me type the raid message in chat. This is the greatest their raid of all time. Solid stream. See y'all later for Higurashi next time. Hell yeah. I appreciate you hanging out and all that, Ruben. You know, I always appreciate y'all. But I will see y'all next time. Hopefully tomorrow. But yeah. Have a good day, everyone. And show Abby lots of love. Bye-bye.